Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain at 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On the ground, it's Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Again, it's Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. And complete, right side to tight end Rudolph. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Cook. And an alley to run. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Space to run past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start the drive with Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They run the counter with Cook, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking to throw. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Henry. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go. 190.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And again this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A toss to Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Handoff comes to Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. I got trick this side. I got trick this side. We got 3. We got 3. Here we go. 15 wide. I got 5.
They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 47. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
All right, here we go.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
All right, here we go. Boom,
to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, and they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. give. This is Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The Vikings on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice in the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.